Čau, tu je Roman a Scandinavian Study a podcast Krok, vpred, v ktorom sa snažím priniesť nejakých hostí, ktorí majú čo povedať. A môj dnešným hostom je Katrine. Katrine, welcome.
Thank you so much, Roman.
You are international officer.
Yeah, I'm the international recruitment officer at CPH Business in Copenhagen.
And you come in here, we are in Prague to promote education in Denmark and most likely at CBA, Copenhagen Business Academy. I'm from Bratislava, from Slovakia, and plenty of students from Slovakia come in to study to Czech Republic because they perceive it as a better universities with higher quality. They are even bigger in size or traditions or history. Why should Slovaks or Czechs forget about universities here and give it a try to come to Denmark through CBA?
Well, they should consider coming to study with us at Copenhagen Business Academy because overall in Denmark we have a very good educational system. Actually, it's ranked as the 5th best in the world in 2019. So no matter which program you choose to study in Denmark, you will get good quality education. So that's like why I choose Denmark overall. But for CPH Business, it's really great in the way that you learn. That's the main reason of why I see many international students choose our programs.
That would be my question. What do you mean it's good education? So
good education, it means that it is problem-based learning. And problem-based learning is that you take your starting point in a challenge. Like you might have a hotel and they are experiencing a decline in the number of guests coming. That would be a challenge. And then you learn to work, how can I solve that challenge? So instead of going from just learning theory, then you all the time in problem-based learning you combine the theory with a challenge you need to solve.
So it's like case studies. You have detailed study case and students' task is to solve some particular problem that company might have, which is very good because, well, how to explain it? We have some levels of how we learning things, and the basic or primary level is I can tell you how it's something to done. One above is I can show you, but you will never learn until you start to do it. And then when you start to do it, you can start to teach it to someone else. So we are on third base, which is very good. How many students from international, I mean from Europe, can you accommodate? Or I mean at school,
business,
not accommodate as accommodation, but
as in have at school.
Yes.
We have at the moment plus 650 international students at CPH Business. Yes, and they come from more than 50 different nationalities, and we believe that a big part of the explanation for that is our location in Copenhagen. Copenhagen in general is very international with people from everywhere.
650 is quite a lot for one school, and it's quite generous from you that you give a chance people from whole Europe or world to experience the Danish way of teaching, education or living. What kind of students have the best chance to fit into the way of teaching?
Well, the students that do well, the ones we see, they have the mindset that they are willing to collaborate with others. They are willing to participate in group work. They understand that when they come, they have to be active and participate. We have class-based learning, so they have to be in a dialogue with the lecturers in classes, and they have to be willing to make the effort in group work, because group work is around 1/3 of all the study time. Students, when they work, do their studies with us, 1/3 of the time at least will be group work that they need to perform.
Actually, this was something unusual when I was there and studying, and many people from foreign countries experience the same thing, that they are encouraged to ask the questions. First months we've been just sitting there and waiting for teacher to start to teach us. And later when we had to do study cases or group work, as you said, we thought like, so this is education, like we don't get anything to be like from the teacher.
No, you have to do it, and that's really the big difference for many students, like that, there are two main differences. The one is this: how engaged do you have to be as a student in the learning process? That you have to contribute so much, you have to be so active. You are the one doing a lot of the work. You're not just listening, but you're writing, you are discussing, you're debating, you're reading. So it's very much on you. That's the one thing where many are like, whoa. So this is a great way of learning, as you explained before, and that's what many choose us for. But another reason is, I just had it in mind and it just went out. What was the other reason? What did you just ask me?
Problem-based learning, and we had the to get used of sitting in
the other
groups.
one. Sorry, the other thing that many say that they are surprised about is this: the relationship you have with your lecturers. Like you're on this first name basis, and they're more coaching you rather than telling you. So it's very much a dialogue between you and the lecturer, in which they guide you on the right track. If you are stuck with an issue or challenge, you talk around it, and together you find a way to move forward in solving a challenge. Actually,
this is also a big difference because in Slovakia, Czech Republic, teacher hierarchically he is on vertical scale, like above students, very dominant.
Yeah.
And in what you're saying in Denmark, it's more horizontally, and he's maybe just only a mentor.
Yes, exactly. Coach or mentor, trying to help you in your process, in your learning process. So they're not very dictating on how to do things. If you can argue your case, why are you solving a challenge in the way that you are, that's what you get points for. You don't get points in an exam situation for being able to recite the book. It's about you showing, I can argue a case, I understand how to approach a problem based on theory.
You are located in Copenhagen, which is well-known capital city, and you are located on few sides of Copenhagen.
Yes, we are. We have two campuses in Copenhagen which offer programs fully taught in English. We have, three. We have CPH Business Stiahni, which is in the very middle of Copenhagen. This is where we offer courses within marketing and sales. The marketing management AP degree, as well as the top-up program relating to that field, which is international sales and marketing. It is just by the lakes in Copenhagen, which is kind of like the inner part is divided by the lakes. So it is seriously very centrally located. 650 meters from the Nørreport metro station. Then we also have another campus like a kilometer from the very most busy station in Denmark, which is CPH Business Nørreport. This is where you can study service, hospitality and tourism management, as well as the top-up bachelor's degree we have in international hospitality management. Also very centrally located, just on the other side of the lakes. And the final campus we have where we offer programs fully taught in English is just north of the city center.
Which is called?
It's called CPH Business Lyngby.
Yes.
And CPH Business Lyngby is very easy to get to from the city center as well. On that campus, they have the majority of the top-up programs we offer. So you can choose to study marketing management as an AP degree out there, or you can do it in the city center. And out there you will learn more about innovation and entrepreneurship in all our programs. So if you have an entrepreneurial mindset, this is definitely the campus to consider.
Plus you have advantage of city Copenhagen as a capital city, and if you want to do some business, so maybe it's good to be in capital city. No?
Well, but they're both, I mean, in Copenhagen they're both seen as being Copenhagen. It's just like how far away from the very, very big center are you?
Katrine, it's quite big competition in Denmark. You have like 11 or 12 academies or business academies, except you are located in Copenhagen, except it's easy to reach because you have airport there. What should be few reasons why to choose CBA as a first priority when you're applying for Denmark?
Well, to be honest, it does relate to the location as well, because Copenhagen is so international. This is the main hub for international businesses in Denmark. This means when you come as a foreigner, you have opportunities to find a job not speaking Danish.
Much easier.
Yeah. All right. So it's very much about the opportunities Copenhagen provides to you. you can come when you come start your studies, and you can actually get a part-time job even before knowing any Danish, because there is such a big hospitality industry in Denmark.
Hotels, restaurants.
Yeah, so you can get a part-time job, which many of you would like to have, because you've probably heard about the government funding you can have if you have a part-time job. And also, when you get further down the line of your studies and you are looking for relevant or a job which relates to what you're studying, then you have more opportunities in Copenhagen, because there are so many international companies. So even though you don't speak Danish at a fluent level, or you might not know a few phrases, then you have more opportunities than you do in many cities in Denmark. So it is really the amount of opportunities you have, because this is the main place where things happen in Denmark.
To be honest with you, I never been in Copenhagen. I lived in Denmark for 4.5 years or 5. I've been plenty of times at the airport, but because I was living in Aalborg, and always when I was traveling, I was bringing my suitcases home. So I was just trying to catch my flight home. So maybe one day.
We have to do something about that, Roman, one day. I'll show you around Copenhagen.
Plenty of students which we send to CBA, they are satisfied. CBA is good school, and it's huge benefit to live in Copenhagen, which is like young city, fresh. There is a vibe. It's not like slow.
Yeah, exactly. They have it's amazing in summertime. There really is everyone is so happy when the sun is out in Denmark in summertime. So they really hang out a lot in public spaces, and the municipality has done a lot to make areas where you actually want to hang out. You don't just go from one place to another, but you are encouraged by the layout of the city to hang out by the waterfront or in some of the squares.
I think so. You have a new library there, right? Next to the river. It's not new.
No, but you mean like the Black Diamond? It's a very nice
the national. Big one.
Yeah, the black big one. Yeah, we have the public libraries where you can go and study if you want as well. There are many places that are very nice and open to the public around Copenhagen.
Okay. In Denmark, in whole Scandinavia, all of you speak in very good command of English. You're even watching movies in original version, not dubbed. If someone is doubting their English, can they survive in Denmark? Or what would you tell them?
Well, to be honest, my advice would be that you do the test that they can do through you at Scandinavian Study. And if they have the minimum scores in one of the tests that we require, they should see that as I'm okay. So everyone that comes from abroad who is not a native speaker in English, they will be feeling a little bit nervous, uncomfortable to begin with. But if they have the basic level required to enter the program, they will do just fine. Because as they come to Denmark, they will get used to speaking English at a...
Even Danish.
Yeah, well, perhaps some Danish on a daily basis. So they will pick it up. They shouldn't... I'm asked all the new students starting in September, so what were your major concern before coming to Copenhagen? And they all said two things. One, I was afraid of, having to study and speak English the whole time. That was the one. And two, they were all very nervous, am I going to make friends?
All right.
And people really don't have a problem with any of them once they first come and they start doing it and they meet people.
Plus all the classmates are in very same situation.
Exactly.
So you will be not there alone, and probably you have some welcome week or something.
Yeah, we have introduction days. Welcome to CPH Business. We have it each semester. We have intake twice a year. So we have it at the end of January as well as at the end of August for new students coming. So even before they get introduced to who they will be in class with, they will get information because they're internationals coming to Copenhagen. So we give them introduction to how do you settle in Denmark, what do you do with the municipality, what about Danish classes, how do I sign up, and so on. So we help them with a lot of practical matters. And on the side of learning all the practical stuff, they get to meet students in exactly the same situation as themselves.
Okay. Just to sum it up, where they can find all those information, if someone is interested after this interview, your website, Instagram.
Yeah, well, they can go on our website, and we have a site called Living in Denmark, and under there they can find information. Also, when they have applied, we will send them a link to our intranet Moodle, which is open so they can see what kind of offer we give to new students coming. And one of the things that we offer them is also an international cafe. We're setting it up from last semester, so on every Tuesday from 3 to 6, they have a chance to meet other international students from all the campuses.
But all of you who are from Slovakia and don't have free days to come there for coffee, you can go to CBA.dk.
CBHbusiness.dk,
Excellent. Thank you very much, Katrine.
You're welcome.
And it was lovely to talk to you.
Well, and if you have any students that would like to know more, then always welcome to reach out to me.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.